Hello and welcome to Kitty Kitty English Stories YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Today I am going to listen a story about the price of freedom. In a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young woman named Eliza. She was known far and wide for her captivating beauty and enchanting voice. Her melodious singing could make the birds stop in mid-flight just to listen. But Eliza had a secret that would teach her the harsh truth that nothing in this world is truly free. The village of Elmridge was a tight-knit community, and everyone knew each other's business. Eliza lived with her aging mother, Amelia, in a cozy cottage near the edge of the forest. They were poor, struggling to make ends meet, and often went to bed hungry. However, Eliza's beauty and voice were her only assets, and she hoped they would bring some fortune her way. One warm summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the village in hues of orange and pink, a stranger arrived in Elmridge. He was tall and imposing, with a cloak that seemed to be woven from shadows. His name was Alistair, and he had heard tales of Eliza's bewitching voice. Alistair was a man of means, wealthy beyond the dreams of the villagers, and he offered Eliza a deal that seemed too good to be true. "I will grant you any one wish you desire," Alistair said with a sly smile. "In return, I only ask for one thing, a song. A song that will enchant the hearts of those who hear it." Eliza's eyes sparkled with excitement. She had always dreamed of escaping her life of poverty and giving her mother a life of comfort. With a voice like hers, she believed she could enchant the world. Without a second thought, she agreed to Alistair's offer. That night, beneath the moonlit sky, Eliza sang the most enchanting song anyone in Elmridge had ever heard. Her voice seemed to weave through the very fabric of the universe, touching the hearts of all who listened. The villagers wept tears of joy, and Alistair applauded with fervor. "Your wish shall be granted," he declared. "But remember, nothing is truly free in this world. Everything has a price." Eliza's wish was simple yet profound. She wished for wealth and prosperity for herself and her mother. The next morning, when they awoke, their modest cottage had transformed into a grand mansion, and the barren fields surrounding it were now lush with crops and flowers. Amelia and Eliza were overwhelmed with joy, believing that their troubles were finally over. But as the days turned into weeks and then months, they began to notice the cost of their newfound wealth. The villagers who had once been their friends now whispered behind their backs. They were shunned at the market, and the once friendly faces turned cold. Amelia grew ill, and no amount of medicine could cure her. Eliza's voice, once her pride and joy, became a source of sorrow. Every time she sang, the villagers would weep, but their tears were not of joy. They were tears of pain and despair. Eliza realized that the gift she had received from Alastair was a curse in disguise. Their wealth had come at the cost of their happiness, their friendships, and their health. She knew she had to find a way to undo the deal she had made. Desperate, she sought out Alastair and begged him to release her from the contract. But Alastair merely laughed, his cold eyes gleaming with amusement. "You made a choice, Eliza," he said. "And choices have consequences. You wanted wealth and prosperity, and you got it. But you failed to see the true price of such things." Eliza pleaded with him, offering anything and everything in return for her freedom. But Alastair was unmoved. He had no interest in her wealth or her possessions. He reveled in the misery he had caused. As the years passed, Eliza's life became a never-ending cycle of sorrow. Her mother's health deteriorated, and the once beautiful mansion crumbled into ruins. The villagers continued to shun them, and Eliza's voice, once a gift, became a curse that brought only pain. One fateful night, as Eliza sat by her mother's bedside, tears streaming down her face, she realized the only way to break the curse was to sacrifice the one thing she had treasured the most, her voice. With a heavy heart, she made the decision to give up her singing forever. The next morning, she returned to Alastair, her voice gone, replaced by a whispery rasp. She begged him once more to release her from the curse, offering her voice in exchange. Alastair's laughter echoed through the forest as he accepted her offer. With a wave of his hand, he returned her voice, but the joy that had once filled her heart was gone. In its place was a deep sadness, a sorrow that could never be erased. Eliza returned to Elmridge, her voice restored but her spirit broken. She cared for her ailing mother until the day she passed away, and then she lived out her days in solitude, singing songs of longing and regret. The villagers, once cold and unforgiving, eventually came to realize the true cost of their judgment and cruelty. They saw the toll it had taken on Eliza and understood that nothing in this world comes without a price. They tried to make amends, but it was too late. Eliza had learned the hard way that the pursuit of wealth and prosperity could come at a cost far greater than anyone could imagine. And so, in the quiet village of Elmridge, a haunting melody played every night, a reminder that nothing in this world is truly free, and that the choices we make can have consequences that last a lifetime. Eliza's voice may have returned, but her happiness and her innocence were lost forever, serving as a cautionary tale for all who heard her mournful songs. Hope you like the story. Hit the like button and share with your friends. And do subscribe the channel. Thank you.